feel.
yeah,
What was it like working on High Life music for you? Because we're used to Bez and his guitar, doing his, kind of has that rock feel. We
yeah,
love
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but High Life.
I know. For me, like I said, I was experimenting with this album a lot, and as much as possible, I didn't dilute the sound. The way the sound came to me, I would dish it out the way, and the way it came as a high life jam. And to be honest, if I had taken out the guitars and everything and put something else, it would have sounded high life. But that chord progression is actually like a high life type progression. So it sounded that way. And also, I've always liked languages, right? I served in Enugu, I've always liked Igbo, Yoruba, but like mostly Igbo, drawn to Igbo a lot. So when we were in the studio working on it, and I heard the bridge, we hadn't put anything there. It was just meant to be percussion. I'm like, guys, we have to put Igbo here because it just sounded so sweet in my head, So it was exciting working on it, and it is one of my best songs on the album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I'm not surprised. I'm
yeah,
not surprised. It's a really good song. And then you also worked on something that has a reggae vibe in there.
yeah.
There's a track that actually has,
Better days.
yeah, Better Days, that
Yeah,
has a reggae vibe. I mean, it's like you're just really,
yeah. I was
going all
experimenting, like
out.
just really just way too. But
But was it something you would I mean, uh, was it something you describe as, okay, I could do this? You probably just didn't put it out there,
yeah,
but you knew you could do
yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely. When I was in when I was in secondary school, I used to create random songs. Like, if you heard my songs in secondary school, you'd be like, this Bez, are you sure you're not from? Are you not sure you're not a tout? Because like my songs were so random. There was one song I had created, when you come back again and take me home, very reggae type, and people used to sing it during soccer matches, and all of that. And I'm like, one of my friends told me that, listen, we want to also hear like the bears that we knew, in secondary school. You sort of refined everything. It's like very refined. We want to see like the playful side, and all of that. So when I was making this music as well, I considered that. I was like, do you know what? I want to be as honest as possible, and also try out some things that I think I can do, and let's just hear it sounds. Better Days was produced by Icon. Icon, or I can't remember who reached out to who, but he's like, oh man, we should jump on a track, and I think I have something, for you. So I was telling him how I was going this whole African route, and he's like, yeah, I'm hearing something different though. So he sent me, no, he asked me to come to the studio. So we went to the studio, and I went to Insikak, the guy who plays most of the guitar in my band, and he played this track. He created it on the spot, and immediately that was what came to my head. That whole reggae vibe. Just give it that energy and create something different, and people love it as well.
Okay, so I mean, other than, I mean, you've seen some highlight. What else does Bears have in there that hasn't come out to the world? Maybe something you're still doing in the bathroom in the
I know,
mornings.
I
You're
know,
like,
I know. There's more coming out. There's more coming. I know. And I got a song some days ago that so when I get a song, I just record, what, and I know when I say get a song, you're wondering, where do you get a song from? Like, who gives you? So sometimes it just comes randomly. I just hear a song in my head, and I quickly grab my phone to record it. So that happened recently, and the song that I heard and I recorded, I'm like, hey, Bez, you started again, because this one is now another left sound that I'm hearing. And I did something similar with Gona, one of the tracks on the album. A lot of people actually feel like Gona, what I sang in the chorus is Hausa. It's not Hausa. It's look at Kadijah's face. It's actually not
I
Hausa.
was gonna ask like what language was, because I'm like, what is it? What? So
So
what is it?
it's just a chant.
What is the chant?
It's just a chant. Gona is actually farm in Hausa,
Okay.
and Muje is let's go. But when I was recording it, the way I heard it when the song came, and I recorded it on my phone was Moje, they gonna get it, and I just did that to remember it. So when I come back, I would put in like real words in there, but I never put in real words. I just left it.
Because I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. So it sounds African, it sounds, but I'm like, I like the bounce on it. I like the way I sound when I'm singing it. You know what? Let me give it a meaning because, anyways, you guys watched Avatar. They did, what you call it, subtitles for y'all, and you guys
Nobody,
felt.
yeah, I
I
mean, none
mean,
of those
nobody
movies.
like.
Nobody comes out to say, yeah, that's my
Yeah,
language.
so yeah, this is my own language. Take
Best language. They're gonna
it.
have a best dictionary sometime soon.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, and of course, there's also songs like "Far
Yeah,
Away."
far
I mean,
away.
I think you're known for. I mean, you sing about literally different things.
Yeah,
What's "Far Away" really about? I mean, I think
far.
okay, we know. Okay, I have listened to "Far Away." Some of us on the Casbah have listened to "Far Away." We know, you're talking about love,
Yeah.
but what type
Hmm.
of love are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Okay, so my wife was away,
Yeah.
and I was in Nigeria by myself. So everybody was away, kids and the wife. And this moment, I was watching like 50 First Dates or so, that movie, and there was a song that came on at the end of the movie, and I just started like missing, missing her like badly, very very. I'm like, what kind of missing is this? I'm normally a hard guy. What's all this?
Hard guy
Hard
is
guy.
missing his
Next thing,
wife.
small song, you're missing, and I just pick up my guitar and I start creating the sound, and I created Far Away immediately, and I wrote it there, just expressing my way of saying I miss you. And if you've been married for like 5 years, when you say I miss you, it doesn't carry weight.
Do you know, I was just gonna ask you, like, did she believe you when you said
Exactly. Like you always try to come. But really, I miss you honestly, honestly. Like I swear to God, no. So like it doesn't carry that much weight. So that's why I started with. I wish I had the words to tell you how I feel. Wish I had the right emotions. Yeah. So I was trying to find the right words. Like, how can I just say I miss you? But anyways, I'm hoping that I make a little bit of sense. All I want to say is I miss you when you're gone. So I still use the words I miss you because, like, how do I say this in a different way? But anyways, this is what I'm trying to say. I miss you when you're gone.
okay, but
So
did you
that's
tell
far
her
away.
about it like immediately
Oh
happened or
yeah, yeah.
much later?
I told her that, oh, I wrote a song for you, but you hear it later. And I'm sure she's thinking, oh wow, amazing. Yeah, but
So what was the
when
reaction like when she
when
listened?
when she do you're the second person asking me? So when she listened, she was like, mm.
Wait, no. So like, oh really?
She was like, she didn't really like it. I'm like, no, but you just wait, because what I played for her was like the rough work when
Okay.
we're producing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, just imagine we're gonna put this. I said, do you know what? Just allow it. At the end of the song, we'll play for you. And so later on, she was like, I'm really liking this song though. It's nice. Okay. So you like finished product. Okay, I understand you
Yeah.
now. So that's Far Away. And Tiwizi, the producer, really, really helped in moving it from, I would have created it like a lullaby,
Mhm.
something really soft and nice and just guitars, and he's like, no, let's switch it up. Bez, listen, we've been telling you this album is going to be different, so let's switch it up. Let's put some Afro in there, and just make it more groovy, and let's experiment with it. Just don't do normal Bez. So
Okay,
like,
but
okay,
how hard was it? I mean, you've
yeah,
talked about how you tried to put some African in there.
hmm,
I think so far in the conversation, I can pick that you've had more people tell you that we need to put more African in your music.
mm,
How hard was it to convince you to put more African, or were you already at a place where you were ready to put more African in your music?
yeah. So I was 100% ready to put more Africa in my music. And when the music comes in my head, when I hear it as, oh, this is an African song, like Beauty, for example, or Goda, or, this songs in the album that have the African vibe, or Beautiful as You Are, it comes that way. And I will tell you that this is how it will sound. But the songs that come as something else, they're not African, right? That was not how I heard it. And then you're telling me to make it African. Then that is where we now start fighting. No, this is where I heard it. And I told you that for this album, I'm recording it the way I heard it. I was like, yes, but let's just, so it was hard for me to move away from what I heard because, like I said, I wanted it to be very undiluted. This is the way I got it, and this is the way I'm recording it, you know. So it was hard to put that whole vibe in there, for the song Far Away. But then one thing that I tried to do as well was to listen to other people, and you know, three, four heads are better than one, So I'm like, all right, so let's experiment with this and let's see if it works. If I like it, then we keep it, and I liked it, so we kept it.
So I guess it's really, really paying up for
Oh
you.
yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So we're gonna go straight to a life lesson you've learned. So that's just
Mm,
something I like to do on the Kazbah
okay.
because you never get tired of
Yeah,
learning from people,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure in all your many years on earth you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
you have gained a lot of knowledge,
Hmm.
good or bad, the hard way,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
soft way, perhaps, whichever way you learn.
Yeah.
So could you share a life lesson, something you've learned, something
Yeah.
life has taught you?
What I've learned is everything happens in the mind. Every single thing. Everything you see around you was conceived in the mind, and that's why we have it now as a physical thing to touch and feel. It's the same way with wanting stuff for yourself. Like if you tell yourself in your mind that I'm going to go for this and I'm going to get it, then you will. And it takes me back to the Bible verse: as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So if you think, oh, I'm weak, I'm whatever, then you are. But if you think that I'm strong, I'm amazing, I'm great, I'm going for it, like I'm badass, you would actually be that. So what I've really, 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 really learned is everything begins in the mind, and for you to have the best of life, you need to be positive constantly. It doesn't matter what you see around you, it doesn't matter what's happening, just choose to be positive, even if people are thinking you're deranged, whatever. Just, yeah, I choose to see whatever I want to see. I want to be positive. And if you listen to all the songs on this album, all of them are positive. From high to better days to beauties coming our way. The light. I want to shine the light. So
Oh,
it's, yeah,
yeah,
it's
we were going to get to the light because
yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
like, we
so
don't have a track called
yeah,
the light on the album, do we?
we do.
We do have a okay, we
Yeah,
have a track, but
yeah.
how
It's an
did you come
instrumental
about deciding to pick that as your
as a name.
yeah?
Yeah. So one of the things that I did a lot of during my retreat was a lot of prayer, a lot of Bible study, and just really getting into my spirituality more um, seriously. And one of the verses that popped out to me: "You're the light of the world," right? Like you can't hide. So like you're saying, Bez, it took so long. Where were you? A lot of people were asking me. Somebody was like, this guy, you can't hide. And I felt like for a while taking that break and all of that, even though great things came out of it, but it felt like I wasn't putting my best forward. I wasn't experimenting, I wasn't pushing the envelope, I wasn't promoting like crazy. I was just very chill. My personality is almost very chill. So I like to just be anything else to give me stress, please, please, please. Everybody will die. So what's the, but I found myself hearing, you're the light of the world, and if you're light, you can't be hidden. You have to be at the pinnacle so you can shine light to a lot more people. So that was what drove the name for the album. Like, I'm the light. So for this album, I'm going to be more aggressive. Doesn't mean that I'm being more aggressive for myself, but I need to be more aggressive so that I can be a bigger platform for people to ride on. you know not ride to people to yeah,
Yeah,
you get what
not
I
that
mean.
type of writing because we're talking to Nigerians.
Don't ride on me. you know yeah, but I could be that platform that people could also use for their own success, for the future. So I need to be that light, and that's where the album name came from.
No, it's that sounds really, really, really good. And of course, the album is really, really good for sure. So one last thing before I let you go, cause hey, by 3 o'clock you'll be out of here. Uh, so I was gonna talk about your style.
Yeah.
I mean your
My fashion
style, your
style.
fashion style.
Yeah,
You're
my
very
swag.
different. I mean, it's we could almost call you. I think you're just this teeny weeny bit close to being eccentric.
Yeah.
A teeny weeny bit.
Yes.
So tell
Yeah.
us about it. Like you're just very unique.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a picture, put it up on Instagram for you to see. It's nice though, right? And oh, by the way, you can check us out on YouTube as well. All right, so just search for us, Smooth 981. Okay, but tell us a bit about your style.
It's how I feel. So the worst thing you can do for me is to give me a.
We never seen you in native attires.
Oh really? I do native now.
But
I
that's
do
the thing, like
native
you
and
don't
I wear
do,
sneakers.
or your native has like the arm, like there's something going on,
It has
you
to be
know.
different, man. Like it can't just be normal. Like how can you be among 6 billion people? I want to be normal.
I want to blend
No,
in.
no, no. You have to stand out.
Has it
So
always been that way, or is it a bears thing? Like, okay, I'm coming out, I'm bears, and
yeah.
this is the
It,
artistic me.
it's always been my thing. When I was in uni, one of the side hustles I had was to, design clothes, even though that didn't go far. And for me, I always felt like, oh, I need to have like a different style, and because uni was like everybody wear shirt and pants and tie.
Mhm.
I mean, there was so much I could experiment with that, and even when I left school, I couldn't experiment a lot, but then I was trying, wherever I found myself. So, like I was saying, the worst thing for you to do is to give me like a dress code, like black tie.
Oh.
Man, it would just be a problem. I was wearing sneakers, so you know,
I can't
just.
imagine you being on someone's Ashwebi, like,
But I have been. Should I got married. I did all
well,
of
you didn't
that.
have a choice. I'm pretty sure if you
Yeah.
had, like, if you could go your route, you'd put
I
on
know I
sneakers
could
with
have.
your
Yes, now
traditional
my
attire.
swag. Yeah, so and it's how I feel. Sometimes people will be like, man, I don't have this, I don't have this. When I go here, I'll be feeling somehow. Like, really, no, it's just like how you carry yourself. Like, just wear anything. And my wife always says, Bez, you're blessed, you can wear anything and get away with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's not like I can wear anything and get away with it. I just choose to get away with it. I'm sure people are saying, what's he wearing? But it's not.
Yeah, like sometimes I just feel like when you show up in the place, it's like, okay,
I'm like,
what's going on here?
it's the way I feel. That's the way I would dress. And you move on.
Okay,
So,
but that's
yeah.
your. You know what? It's been fun having you on the
Thank you
show
so
today.
much.
I mean, I
Thank
can't
you.
believe time has gone by so
Oh,
quickly
wow. So cool.
already.
Yeah.
But we're going to listen to High. I was going to listen to Far Away, but High is such a nice song.
Yeah.
It definitely has those vibes, like
Yeah.
positive vibes
Yeah.
in there. And that's the thing about you and your music. It's like your, I don't know, the energy.
Yeah.
The energy, you definitely
Energy,
feel it
absolutely.
in the music, which
Yeah.
is super. Okay, guys, so hey, anything you'd like to share with everybody out there, how they can reach you, get your music much more?
So Bez Idakula is my social media handle across all social media platforms. Just search for Bez if you're confused, and the verified name is my name. Um, Also, I mean, for you to get the music, you can stream on all platforms. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere you could possibly think of. So it's there. And also look out for our events. We'll be having small, intimate events around Lagos, Abuja, and Enugu. And there's also Bears Life coming towards the end of the year. Smooth is always like a huge supporter for Bears Life. Thank you so much. So look out for Bears Life. It will be a very, very interesting year of live performances and great music and just great vibes.
Okay, and we
Yeah.
look forward to it.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Bess, for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Thank
We are
you,
going to
Kadijah.
listen to High right now, Lagos. And remember, by 3 o'clock, it'll be time for roll call. We'll be taking your messages. So, hey, drop a message on WhatsApp, drop something on Twitter. We will be checking them out.
Thanks. Always.
She was stealing my style.
You're the cute one.
I think we should take a picture.
All right.
That's not that.